Hello, and welcome back to OMG GoT, the new YouTube review show where me and some guests go over our top 5 favorite moments from each episode of Season 8 of Game of Thrones. My name is Alexis Bevels. I am here with the beautiful Maureen, SanDiego. Maureen, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I put this outfit on in the Uber on the way here. It took about 30 seconds. Thank you.
You look amazing. Now, you are...
Gimli.
You're Tormund, right?
Yes, tormented.
Whoa! Well, I'm so glad you're here. And to their right is the beautiful Ari Gato.
Hello.
Ari, tell me about this look.
So this is the off Broadway production of Game of Thrones. I am Daenerys, but for copyright reasons, we have to replace all the Y's with E's. But yeah, so that's me.
Yeah.
Much like Daenerys, I was almost unprepared for the events of tonight, so I don't have last year's nails on.
Oh,
R.I.P.
well, you don't have to tell them that. They wouldn't know. Well, that means that, Maureen, you're in a Dany sandwich.
Oh my God! I never expected this area in Eiffel Tower, but I'm into it.
Oh, is that fun? Although, I don't know. All right, so we're going to go over our top 5 moments of the episode. This was the series finale of Game of Thrones. Do you want to quickly tell me how you're feeling, or do you know yet? Because I don't know. I'm going to process it for a couple days and then figure out what my feelings are.
It's interesting because I feel like I come from a different place because I watched the entire series like in order, like from beginning to end in about a month because I was unemployed.
Like recently?
Yes, like 2 months
okay.
ago. So I'm very caught up. I thought it was good. I know everybody's going to have their problems with it, but whatever. It's still the greatest show on television.
No one's going to be happy. Yes, there's certainly not a bigger show on television. What are you feeling, Ari?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, it's like you can't please everybody, but it was fun. It was good.
Well, you know what? We're going to talk about specifics more as we go along. And actually, I'll go ahead and start. So we're going to go in order 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And actually, we've got our beautiful Drew. Hi, Drew.
Yay.
Say hi. Say hi to the girls and
Going,
boys. Yeah.
everybody?
Thank you, Drew. We're going to see you later. You're going to bring something
No,
special.
sure.
We're here at the beautiful
Thanks, Daddy.
live studios here at Elixir in Boys Town. So I'm going to start with my number 5.
Okay.
This happened kind of early in the episode. I'm going to go ahead and say Dothraki Dany. We haven't heard her speak Dothraki in a while. She was preaching to her. She was doing a Vita moment, and she was talking about, like, everyone, yay, we did it, you guys. We made our quota for the year, but guess what? Now we have more. And of course, this has been a theme with this show. High highs, and then like, ooh, low lows. Dany, just stop there. If you just stop there, we can all be happy, but you had to say that other thing. It's really fucked me up.
Yeah.
What's your number 5, Maureen?
I'm going kind of out of order, and this is kind of like...
Do it, we don't care.
It's a very small moment, but I loved when Grey Worm decided to go to Noth. Is that how you say it?
Oh, is that nice?
Yeah, because he's on the boats ready to go, and he's like, fuck this shit. The Unsullied is decimated. Like, I've been getting fucked up for years by this bitch Daenerys. Not that she's a bitch, but, she became one.
It's relative.
And I'm done. Let's go to peaceful Noth, where, there's no war, there's no battling going on.
And you remember in, I think, season 2, or episode 2, before the Battle of Winterfell, he and Missandei were talking, and that's where she wanted to go.
Yeah.
Is that sweet?
So sad, but so sweet.
And a little detail about Noth that's like not in the show, but in the weird YouTube videos I watch. There's like it's peaceful, but there's like poisonous butterflies that kill anybody that tries to like intrude on this place. So they can't even like get in; they just get killed by butterflies.
Poisonous butterflies.
Asia O'Hara.
I was gonna go there. You got there first. Ari, what's your number 5? Tell me all about it.
My number 5 was Arya at the very end of the show saying, like, what's west of Westeros? And just kind of thinking about, like, what her journey is going to be like from here on out,
Yes.
I'm super excited to, hopefully we get to, find some following. I know you said that to me after.
Hopefully we do. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it later, but I'll talk about it now. I think, so the rumor is there's going to be 5 spinoffs from this series.
God. Yes.
If we don't get an Arya spinoff, I'm going to probably not do anything.
Blow your brains out.
Yeah, or I'll just, like, be okay with it. But I really want one. Yeah. I really want one. I love Arya so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's had one of the, like...
Although it would be very... I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
it would be very Arya to just kind of, like, go away and
Fade
never
into
be
the
seen
background.
again.
Yeah.
Because that's what she said. She's not going back north. Yeah. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do
she's
like
certainly not going back to what's his face
that. to Lord
Gendry,
Gendry
yeah.
of whatever. Yeah. All right. My
Lord
number 4 favorite moment is actually came at the end of the episode. It was Sir Brienne's little Bilbo Baggins moment when she's like, you know what? There's a few
Yes.
things missing here in Jamie's history. Let me just take 2 whole pages and write that all out. And then she got a little bit of closure. He fought for a queen that he loved. It happened to be his sister, which is gross, but I liked that for her.
It was cool, but shouldn't that have been her chance to write her story in the
I
book
did
instead of a man's?
Yes, I did want her to turn a page and someone have already written like Sir Brienne of Tarth. I would have
Yeah.
liked that.
That's what I was expecting.
I was expecting that too.
Yeah.
That was also just to kind of skip over. That was that was my number 4.
What? Is that what your number 4?
Yeah, that was my number 4.
That's a drinking game. We have to drink now. You don't drink, but I'm gonna.
Cheers. Yeah, I just thought it was like really beautiful that like she would tell his story and she would be the one to write it down. But I also thought it was weird that like, why not write your own story? You know?
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll be a spin-off. Oh!
I hope
Spin-off.
so, because they're a fucking badass. I love Brienne.
I love Brienne. What was your number 4, Maureen?
I just wrote for Dani, like that moment when she's giving the speech, I was like, she is Hitler right now. Like, literally. Because she's like, we're not done. War is not over. I need to liberate. And by liberate, I mean
Dragon
burn everyone alive.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. I was like, she's Hitler in that moment.
It was hard because I wanted her to be the one, but she wasn't. She was until last week, and then she wasn't.
Yeah, that was
Isn't that crazy?
that was not a slow build at all.
Mm.
That just happened. Thanks, writers.
I mean, it was kind of a slow build. She said it season 2. I will lay waste to armies and burn cities to the ground, or whatever. She said it.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's a woman of her word.
She snapped.
Yeah.
She did snap. She snapped harder than
Very
Thanos. All right. My number 3. So my number 3 is actually kind of a whole scene, also towards the end. By the way, spoilers, you know. The United Nations meeting of the minds at the end. So I guess there was time passing or whatever. I guess they were in jail. So when they came out to the dragon arena, it was
They
the
came
whole.
out. Sorry.
Well, when they brought Tyrion out to the
when
to the
Tyrion
dragon-
came out as gay. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. The United Nations meeting. I loved the whole thing. I loved the little Sam moment when he was like, "What about democracy?" And they were all like, "Shut up, Sam." They were like, "Fuck you." Yeah, which I loved because I'm an easy audience. I love whatever they give me. More, please. That's all I want. But when he was going into democracy, I was like, is that what we're doing here? And then they were all like, "Fuck you."
He was like, "Okay, Schoolhouse Rock."
Yeah,
Calm
yeah,
down.
yeah. And also, Uncle, I think is his name Eddard or Edwin Stark? The one
Nobody
that
knew
was-
who the fuck he was.
He
I had
was
to like
way-
go back 4 seasons to
Yes.
be like, who the fuck is
Because
that?
he was in a cell the whole time. He's the one that got married to the
Red Wedding.
at the red wedding. That was his red wedding. Oh, yes. And then he came back. Also, he's in Outlander, which is amazing. If you haven't watched Outlander, it's hot. Okay. All right. So that was my number 3. I liked that. Maureen.
It's kind of twofold, but the dragon flying over the Dothraki, that shot, I just loved. In the beginning, before Dani came out, and then
Cinematography queen.
Tyrion throwing the pin
That was-
down,
that was
just
good.
being like, because that was a bold ass move. She could have like cut him. Right
And
then.
he did it.
meteor.
And he did
Yeah.
it in front of everyone.
He had some fucking balls in that moment, so I love that.
All right, Ari.
My number 3 moment was the Jon Snow and Tyrion scene where Tyrion is being held captive and they had the whole conversation because I thought it was really beautiful that they Tyrion kind of weighed both sides of like what is good and what is evil. Like, would you have done this? But then it kind of seemed in a judgmental way at first, but then he was like, no, but like seriously, if you had gone through this and that and the third, would you have killed the people in your way? And I thought it was really cool, the weighing of the options. Like,
Yeah.
what is good? That's what the show has always done. It's like, what is good? What is evil? There's no black or white to anyone. So,
And
Yeah.
Jon has been consistently honorable.
He has.
Yeah.
He tried. I thought maybe he was going to get there. And actually, that's so funny because that's my number 2. moment. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2 is Tyrion talking. Well, I would just put Tyrion talking because anytime he's talking to someone, you know he's speaking the truth. It's like that magical sitar in Moulin Rouge. Yes, and we should know by now. Do not let anyone go to talk to Tyrion when he's in a cell because he's
what
gonna
the fuck
use
was that? There was no way they were letting Jon Snow in there. I'm
Now,
sorry.
obviously, I'm happy with it because it
But it made no
worked
sense
out.
thematically at all.
No.
Yeah.
The Unsullied would have been on his ass.
Well, if we're doing Daenerys rules, she should have just burned him right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay.
But they really built up their romance so believably.
Also, I really like this. I heard you laugh at it too. When he was talking to Jon, and he was like, "You love her. I love her too, though not as successfully as you." Meaning he didn't get to fuck her. I didn't really get that sense that he wanted to. But he's Tyrion. He wants to fuck everything. So I like that. Tyrion was my number 2. Maureen, what's your number 2?
You know what? It's what I loved about this episode, there were so many scenes in it that were just very Shakespearean. Like, I felt like I was in a scene study class. Like, I wanted to do those scenes.
Maybe they'll teach him.
And number 1 being the Jon Dany scene, because she starts so clueless. She's so fucking clueless. She's like,
happy.
Yeah.
I remember when my father told me the iron. She's like very excited to have the Iron Throne. Like, was 1,000 sword melted down? And he's like, "You will always be my queen. I must kill you now." It was
hard.
It was lit.
Yeah.
And then the Tyrion and Jon scene was also really fucking good. So
It was good. I feel like this episode gave us gave us something that everyone's been angry about the whole season is where's the character development? Where's the stories? Shut up. It's a show. You're watching it. Yeah.
The first 30 minutes were basically like Julius Caesar. I felt like I was watching like a Shakespeare.
Yeah,
thing.
I loved it. Ari, what do you think?
My number 2 was Tyrion digging at the beginning of the episode and finding the remains of his dead.
That was one thing that I was kind of unsatisfied with. Is I was like, wait a minute, are they? Because the Lannisters you're talking about, twincest is what I call them. They like the everything, but you don't see it. And I was like, well, I kind of wanted to see it. I wanted to see Cersei's end. But then this scene, go on.
Well, I just thought it was really cool and moving. Just that he was there to be able to find them. That he was able to find them. He was able to squeeze through the hole that they couldn't get through. And to escape, and he could fit through, and he went over there. And
he's a little
it did seem kind of like every other part of the cellar was still fine, except for that one they were standing under. But I'm not gonna.
It was a little unlikely that he would find them there, but
right. It was incredibly it was.
Oh,
You know what I was thinking this whole week? What if they had just gotten in the dragon skull? Because you think dragon bones are probably like strong.
Yeah. Well, they looked like they were fine, all the dragon skulls.
Yeah, they were still there. Just that one little part.
The gold hand sticking out, though, that was cliche as fuck.
Yes.
Enough.
But it was cliche.
Yeah, it was very cliche. I felt like most of the episode was like
symbolic.
But I loved it.
Very cliche. But
I mean, we all watch RuPaul's Drag Race, so us complaining about the writing on Game of Thrones is like fucking ridiculous.
What's that
fair?
Like sashay away, Daenerys.
Yeah. All right. We're already at our number 1. So my number 1 moment, I'm going to say it. I need to process it, but it was the endings. It was the flash forward, and I've been hoping all week for like a 6 Feet Under kind of ending where they flash forward to show everyone's future. Did you watch 6 Feet Under? Did you watch?
No.
I'm a little too young.
You haven't watched it?
You didn't have to say that.
Okay, you didn't have to say that. But I encourage you to watch it before you cancel your HBO subscription. Go watch it. Talk about a masterclass in acting. It's amazing, and you would love it especially. I don't know why I said that. But watch it, and spoiler, at the end, they showed each of the characters' futures. So I was hoping for something like that, and we kind of got it. We got Ghost. Ghost was back. All the memes last week about, like, how could Jon leave Ghost to go away?
Jon was a dick to Ghost. He was like, bye.
Yeah,
See
fine.
ya.
It's hard to say goodbye to the people you love, or the dogs that you love.
That's your fucking.
I don't know, but he came back and he scratched him. He was cute. Cersei, Freudian slip. Sansa got a crown of sorts, and that's what I think that she wanted the whole time.
She looked so good.
She looked so good, and also, did you notice from the back it looked just like Cersei's crown?
I didn't notice that. But
You
good
maybe
detail,
watch
good
it
eye.
again. And also earlier in the episode, she had Dany hair. Because remember, she was doing Cersei hair for a while. She was going to be Cersei 2.0, and she had Dany hair. And then at the end, she had Cersei's crown-ish, but it was different, and her own hair. So I like that. And then finally, Arya going off on the boat. I want an Arya spinoff. Please give it to me.
It's what the people
All of her
Yeah.
lines were so good this episode.
Ooh,
Just
yeah.
like
She didn't waste her
clapbacks.
breath.
Yeah. Oh, what did she say? I won't remember. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
What's your number one, Maureen? Moment or whatever.
It's a very, theatrical moment to pick, and it's kind of obvious, but I lived for it. It was Drogon burning the Iron Throne and just melting that shit down.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I thought about is Drogon could have easily killed Jon Snow at any moment, but dragons, we forget that they're smart, and he knew what was going on, and he was like, I know this wasn't you, Jon Snow. I know it was this monolith, this Iron Throne that everybody's been going after. So let me take my anger out on that. And I thought it just so, I don't know, it was just a great metaphor. And I know it's a little cliche, but I love that moment. And I was crying
No, that's beautiful.
into my beard.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was my number one as well. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was incredible. And I also, it reminded me very much of, Pokemon, the first movie, when, Ash is on the ground and, and...
Can't relate.
And
I'm a little too old for that one.
I could tell.
A little too young.
But yeah, so it was it reminded me so much of that scene, which always moves me to tears. So it was and obviously Daenerys is somebody that's very special to me. We spent 7 years believing in this person who had this mission of trying to free people and really trying to set people free, and then suddenly she's a tyrant, which I get. It was a very quick switch,
but also not
not suddenly. I guess.
Yeah. The dragon got their Oscar. It was like an Oscar moment.
Truly.
Because then they lifted up Daenerys.
With its back foot.
Like Toy Story, is that right?
Yeah.
When he lifted up in the claw. That's actually so funny because now we move on to our MVP section. I wrote my MVP. Maybe it could have been Tyrion. My MVP was actually Drogon.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh! Yes, Drogon. Well, first, remember when Jon is walking into the castle, the ruins, and he's in the snow, and Drogon's like, meh, hey, what's up?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
And
Ashes, actually.
It was Ashes. Oh, yeah. And then he looks at Jon, and he's like, oh, hey. And then he rolled back over, and he went to sleep. That's just what my dog Chuck does. Sup, Chuck? How you doing? Yeah. Oh, up, Chuck. Oh, is that fun? Maureen, is that Drogon's your MVP?
Drogon.
Yeah, when he clawed her up and he flew away. Maybe we're gonna get a dragon spinoff.
Oh my god, that would be awful.
You know what? One of the memes, one of the memes and the theories and the spoilers and the whatever is that there was gonna be more dragons. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe it's gonna do Jurassic Park switching. You know how the frogs in Jurassic Park switch? They can have babies.
Yeah.
Maybe dragons do the same.
Well, that's a perfect spin-off setup. Drogon lifting Daenerys over to Valyria.
Drogon went gone. Yeah, I'm sorry. Ari, who's your MVP?
My MVP was Tyrion. I felt like, we've already spoken about it, but everything that he said was gold. And he was kind of the moral leader of everyone in this episode. Even going back to his conversation with Jon and talking to him about, what's good and evil and who would you kill someone who is in your way, and then Jon took that advice in that moment and went and it was just, everything he said was incredible. But going back to Drogon, I know he said earlier, you said that he could easily have killed Jon Snow, but could he have? Because Jon Snow was a Targaryen.
Jon Snow's a Targaryen.
So he wouldn't have burned, would he?
I think that's why. Also, I forgot to mention, that's another reason why he was my MVP. You said it before. Because Drogon was like, I fucking hate you. I'm going to burn this throne instead. Because that's the reason everyone's so pissed. Also,
and it's just a symbol. Power lies where men place it,
Yeah. Oh, is that profound? And now the throne has wheels on it because Bran is the king. Bran the Broken.
Okay. They also kept saying Bran the Broken, and I was like, I would kind of be offended by that.
I kind of love it. I kind of
honestly,
love it.
it was a big fuck you to the fans, which I think
It
is
was.
hilarious.
It was.
Yeah.
Because any fan thread is like, oh, Bran is the worst, Bran is the worst.
Yeah, shut up, Bran.
Well, because he doesn't emote anything, and it's just so fucking boring to watch.
What an easy gig to have as an actor.
I'm
Just sit in a chair and have a blank stare and just like, I don't want anymore.
I knew it was to be.
Yeah. What a good one. Well, speaking of Bran the Broken, I'm heartbroken that this is over. What a journey it's been.
Yeah.
This
Who cried?
I cried
Just me.
internally.
Okay.
I'll cry later. I'll cry tomorrow. I have alcohol right now to keep me afloat. Speaking of alcohol, we actually have my darling Drew, our gorgeous shot boy, and yeah, we're gonna do. Oh fuck!
Oh my god.
So yours is not
So
alcoholic.
beautiful.
We're gonna do a little shot. If you have alcohol at home, drink it. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
We're gonna do a little shot. Huh? These are what are these? These are fire.
They're on fire.
They're on fire.
flaming.
These
Blow
are
it out
fire
first.
shots. We're gonna.
I
we're
totally
gonna.
wasn't going
I want
to.
to cheers. I want to
You
thank.
have a wig on your face. Please blow it out.
Oh, please blow it out. I want to thank the both of you for being here. I want to thank Drew for and
Blow it out, man.
everyone at the gorgeous Elixir Studios. Let's blow this out. Thank you for watching.
Blow harder.
Yours
Blow
is
harder.
out.
Blow harder.
Oh my god, please blow.
Yours is out. Okay, yours is out. Cheers.
It's still really hot. It's still really hot.
I'm scared. No.
Tip it back. Just don't even fix your lips. Just tip it back. Come on, Alexis. You can not fix your lips.
Oh,
110
delicious.
110 proof, ladies. 110 proof, ladies.
Well, with that, I'll see you guys later.
In a few weeks.
Okay, I want to end on this. I want to know. We'll start with Ari. What did you predict at the end of the beginning of this season, and who did you think was going to be on the throne?
I thought it would go to Sansa. I hated to admit it because I wasn't a huge Sansa fan going into the season, but she really grew on me, and I was like, no, they're definitely going to crown her.
She's a badass.
And they did crown her. Yeah, she is a badass, and
yeah.
she really proved that. So
Maureen, what did you think?
So here's the thing. I didn't even think that the plot line was going to be about the throne. I thought we were going to be more Night King related for most of the season.
Yeah.
And what happened is the Night King died, and I was like, oh fuck, because I thought there was going to be this whole Azor Ahai storyline, and then Jon forging the sword inside of Daenerys and all this shit. So I wasn't expecting the Night King storyline to end so soon.
I wasn't either. Yeah.
yeah.
But I did predict that maybe it would be Tyrion and Sansa ruling together. I never thought in a million years it would be Bran, ever.
Yeah.
But I'm okay.
That's fine. Yeah. I actually agree with you. I thought and I hoped that Sansa would end up with the crown, just because I thought that like Sansa would be removed and everyone else would kill each other, and then Sansa would get it. In a way, she did. I mean, things kind of worked out for her to the best of her abilities. I'm interested to see what is in Sansa the character's future, because I kind of something in her eye and something about her journey through this makes me think that maybe she could go bad, and I could see that for her.
Did you see when Bran was being named the king?
Mhm.
She was looking kind of pressed, and like
Yeah.
she was like, well,
I don't
put
know.
in a lot of work.
Yeah, she's like,
so-
I'm sorry, bro. I love you, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Which power to her. I
Yeah.
love it.
She got her own kingdom.
Do you think that Bran, whenever someone comes up and asks him something, that he says, "Talk to the hand"?
Talk to the three-eyed raven. I don't know. Oh, I just got it. Okay.
I'm disappointed in everyone here.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a me thing. If you were to
There's
say
some good videos on YouTube that show their like entire story arc.
it. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like Sansa, you can watch her entire journey,
Oh.
and she is one of the most amazing.
She
character
does.
arcs.
And I gotta say, the actress Sophie Turner, I love watching interviews with her. They seem very down to earth and like chill. And she married the Jonas brother, but she's like, whatever. I love it.
It won't last. I'm just kidding. It could.
I love this show so much, and I know you
Same.
love too. And what an incredible journey! I hope we get spin-offs. I hope we get more from the story. My plan to deal with the depression of it is I'm going to read the books. I've read the first one once, and I started the second one, but the books are so long.
What's your ideal spinoff?
Arya, hands down.
Yeah.
Arya, Hand of the King down. Yeah, love it. I want that. What's your ideal spinoff?
Sir Davos. Just like Sir Davos.
Oh,
just
the
like
Iron
the
Knight.
sitcom that is Sir Davos. I have such a
It
crush.
could be a laugh track sitcom. It
I
really
have
does.
such a crush on Sir Davos, you don't even fucking know. And I follow the
Oh, I
actor
do.
on
Honestly,
Instagram. I'm
honestly,
mad creepy.
he's daddy. He can
He's
get it.
fucking hot. And
Yeah.
how did he live all those seasons? Like, how? No one knows.
He's
but I
the
hear his
smart
arc in the
short.
book is like way more
Yeah,
detailed.
yeah.
So I'll probably read the books too. I will.
Let's do it. Let's start a book club.
Yeah. Book me.
I'll book you and we'll start a book club. Ari, what was the question?
I don't even know.
Spin-off.
The ideal
Spin-off.
spin-off. I would say, I was going to say Arya, but now you have me thinking about like the dragons and like,
Yes.
Oh,
I'm kind of into that world. I
that,
wanna see
and
where that
also
happens.
I want to see what happened to Valyria, old Valyria. I want to see how the lizard people came, because that was something
Yeah, the Grey
we
Stone's
yeah.
never
the
explained.
Grey Stone's
No.
not really explained. All those fucking stone people still in there.
I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Jorah. This plot line makes no sense and doesn't contribute to the overall arc
Oh,
of the series.
Jorah, rest in peace. Mormonts. The Mormonts. Rest in peace. All right.
Please.
I want to thank both of you for being here.
Oh,
This has
so
been
fun.
such an
Thank you so
amazing-
much. I love the show
Thank
so
you.
much.
I know you do. I'm so glad you were here with the series finale with me. I want to thank Drew and everyone here at Elixir for having me here. Yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you to the gorgeous live audience. And where can we find you on Instagram and social? Ari.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at _Ari_Gato.
Not TikTok. Maureen, where can we find you on social?
You can find me on Instagram at Maureen SanDiego. Not on TikTok yet. I don't know what the fuck that is. Also, I just joined Twitter.
Yes! Everyone follow Maureen SanDiego on Twitter. I'm actually mad that you're just now getting on, because if anyone is going to be good at Twitter, it's going to be you.
I'm so
You're
canceled.
so funny. No, not yet. Give it a few days. I'm at Alexis Bevels on Twitter, Instagram, Venmo, all that stuff. You might can find me on Tinder. I don't know. I want to thank you both for coming here. I already did that. Keep an eye out, I guess, until next time. Maybe if there is the next
I'm
time.
so sad.
I know. I want to leave you with some words from Tyrion Lannister. I once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Have a good night. Cheers. Game of Thrones.